Charging system performance testing can be straightforward and easy to do with the right tools on hand and some knowledge. We're going to give you some tips on how to test the charging system output in a simple fashion that works on most charging systems regardless of expected stator output, wire colors, and magnet sizes. First off, make sure that the battery in the machine you are testing is in at least good operating condition. This means it's been charged, you have load tested it to make sure it has capacity, the water levels are good, and the battery terminals are clean and tight. If any of these are not certain, you are wasting your time testing the charging system. Get the battery right before proceeding. With all the previously stated battery condition criteria met, the first thing to do is measure the surface charge of the battery with a DVOM and write it down. Before starting the engine, note what type of charging system the engine has so you can set your relative expectations for output. If the system has a regulator on the engine, chances are good it will be a minimum of 10 amps of input or as high as 50 amps depending on the system. If there is no voltage regulator present, the system output will usually be less than 5 amps. Now you can go ahead and start the engine. Move the throttle lever to the high speed position and let the engine run at top no load. Remember that charging systems have maximum output at higher engine speeds and less at idle. With the engine running at full speed, measure the surface voltage of the battery again. It should have risen. The battery voltage needs to rise over the surface voltage to allow charging to take place. In our example, the voltage has risen and we can proceed to the next step. Shut the engine off. Using the inductive clamp feature of our DVOM, place it around either the positive or negative leads with the meter set to DC amps and 0 button pressed once. Use whichever lead is easier to get to. Amperage is the same at any place in the circuit. Install the battery load tester to the battery terminals and start the engine. Bring the engine to full speed again. Now go ahead and engage the battery load tester and at the same time watch the amperage reading on the meter screen. The amperage while the load is engaged should rise to the limit or just beyond the output of that particular regulator. Once the test is complete, remove the load from the battery and watch the DVOM screen. The amperage will taper down by design as the regulator is smart and only puts in what the system wants at any given time to get the battery back to where it should be. If your system does not have a regulator, the load test is not required. Just run the engine at top no load and watch the DVOM screen for amperage input. From this point, it should be obvious if the charging system is working correctly or not. If you have no difference at the battery, as we have outlined, it's going to take one more test to isolate the stator under the flywheel from the voltage regulator. This test is simple, but you need to pay attention to some details. With the engine off, unplug the voltage regulator from the stator. This is usually a 2-wire plug. Set your DVOM to AC volts this time, not DC. Start the engine and run it at top no load. Put the black meter lead on one of the stator side terminals and the red on the other. Read the meter screen once both leads are connected. The voltage should be above 30 volts AC. If it is, the stator and magnets are fine and the regulator is the issue. If no or low AC voltage is found, the problem exists with the stator and magnets under the flywheel.